Plan 9 from Outer Space.
Ah.
I believe. It's from an Ed Wood movie. I think it's Plant 9.
Hello.
If anyone knows I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong, because I mean it's the internet, and that's what you do here.
Yeah, that's the whole purpose of the internet.
Right.
Tell you you're dying, you're wrong,
Everything's
you're
right.
horny, right? Like that's the
That's
trifecta.
the whole point of the internet.
Yes. The internet, where it's perfectly possible you're wrong, no matter what you're saying.
You're kind of horny, but at the same time, you're wrong because you're dying.
Yes.
Summary of the internet.
Yes.
There you go.
A very good summary.
Yeah, why does everything always come up with you have cancer? You're like, I have a headache and I feel tired. And they're like, you have cancer.
Yeah.
Because that's
I don't
that's
have cancer.
the law of the universe. You know?
I don't have cancer.
or
I'm
tumor?
depressed.
It's not a tumor.
Nice. Natalie.
That's awesome, Natalie. I am having a week from hell. Let's introduce ourselves first before I start bitching. We'll start over on the left of my screen and go to the right. So, Amber, you want to introduce yourself?
Hi guys, I'm Amber Kraft. I do paranormal romance. I'm also having a shitty computer day. But I just put up a video today, so I'm sorry if I look grainy or whatever this thing on here is. It looks like shit. Yeah, that's me today. I'm just done.
CJ Face.
I am the CJ Face. I write predominantly fantasy, YA fantasy fiction, and I am not having a bad day, but I'm sympathizing.
All right, Trinda.
I am Trinda Adair, and I write primarily post-apocalyptic fiction right now, but I mean, I write whatever is necessary for stories, I guess. That's a good way to put it. I'm not having a horrible day, but I mean, at one point I did YouTube videos and I did write, and I mean, it's been a rough few months. So, I mean, I'm a writer in some capacity and a YouTuber at some point.
And everybody's links are down below, so you should go subscribe to everybody if you are not already subscribed, because doing otherwise would make me sad. And I'm already sad, so please don't help me. So, okay, I'm going to run down my real quick short list of why my week has sucked balls. And it'll also tell you a little bit about why my day kind of sucks. So early in the week, my parents' very, very old cat, who we thought we were going to put down like over the last 3 weeks, finally did end up having to be put down. So that was, like
Traumatizing.
Right. Like he was like fucking 18 years old or some shit. So like, it's not the end of the world, but that sucks. And then my computer stopped working, and the way it's not working is really fucking annoying. Because I can plug it in, and when it's off, it will charge, and it'll run off of the battery, and it'll run until the battery is dead, and then it won't charge the battery anymore until it is off. So I can only run my computer for about an hour and a half at a time.
That's weird.
Yeah, it makes me want to kick things. So this happened the night before my husband left for Gen Con. So there's no money allocated for me to go buy $1,000 new computer, because that's kind of what I need. So I'm currently using this laptop that he borrowed from someone else, which is an Apple, which is not my forte. And it does not have Premiere on it, nor do I know if it would run Premiere, nor do I want to learn how to fucking download a thing onto someone else's computer to see if it'll run Premiere and blah, blah, blah. So I have no fucking idea when my next video is going to be, or if I'm going to have another video, or what the hell's going on. So that's where I'm at. Oh, and also I had a migraine for 6 days that I couldn't get rid of. That was fun.
Migraine's the worst.
Yeah. And I worked through 3 days, and finally I gave up, and I stayed home a day and took a bunch of drugs and laid around, and it finally went away. But nobody would see me because I don't have the right insurance for anybody, so they all told me to go to the ER, but it didn't hurt bad enough to go to the ER. I'm not going to go to the ER when I'm vaguely annoyed, but I couldn't focus on anything or do anything. So I didn't want them to shoot me full of Dilaudid. So
Yeah.
And that would have been my option. Plus, I'm home alone, other than the kid who doesn't drive. So
Yeah.
I would have had to drive myself home really fucking high,
Yeah, that'd be
which
good.
is not in my bag.
Not a good idea.
Don't drive high, guys. Don't do it. Any kind of high.
Especially not like freshly shot up on Dilaudid.
Yeah,
That's probably not a great one. Especially not like I've been on this one other time in my life. The last time I was on it, my friend took me, and she had to go grocery shopping after. So she took me to the store and put me in one of the little go-karts. And I kept
Did you hit somebody?
No, it was with Tina, and I kept taking stuff off the shelves and throwing it into the basket and insisting we were going to buy it, even though she was insisting we were not. I like misbehaved in the store.
I thought that was like normal behavior. You just put things in. Say, no, I'm buying that. Fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm an
I'm
adult.
like a 25-year-old in a go-kart, like misbehaving. People probably thought I was like developmentally disabled.
Or they probably
You
thought
were
it was
for
some
that short
weird
amount of
prank
time,
thing.
yeah.
And Tina's going, no, we are not getting that. Stop it.
To be fair, patience isn't one of her strong suits.
No, and the worst part is that because I was so high, I also was really enjoying annoying her.
Oh, that's the best.
Yeah, so like she'd get frustrated and I was like, "Oh, this is great." And I couldn't stop myself. And like I do that to her anyway. This is a thing I do to this friend of mine because she's really easy to annoy. So like she'll be like, "What do you want to do tonight? I want to go bowling." And I'm like, "Anything but fucking bowling." I can't help myself. So then I'm stoned out of my mind and I just like I have no other behavior
no
other than just
control.
to do the exact opposite of what she wants me to do.
You have no control over your drive to annoy her.
No, not at all. She was just, and like she's talking to me like I'm her kid. She's like, I am never taking you into Walmart again. I'm like, but we need Oreos.
I'm visualizing her face.
Oh god.
I'm a horrible person. Ugh.
And I just thought my week sucked because I had a severe, like very severe sunburn that kept getting aggravated at work.
Oh,
Like,
that's
okay,
not good.
so we talked about on Friday I was gonna paint my house. So
Yeah.
Saturday and Sunday we painted. Well, Saturday it was overcast, and so dummy me didn't think about I have whiter than white fucking skin, and cloudy means it's gonna actually be sunnier on me. And so I didn't put sunscreen on and totally felt it by Saturday. Wore a long sleeve on Sunday. Still didn't help. Like, all right, I'm gonna blister. We'll be fine. Didn't think nothing of it. I haven't had a sunburn in, God, how long have I been out of the military? 9 years now. But every time I would, like, my blisters would pop on my back from sleeping and stuff, and I'd go to work and I'd put lotion on. But then I would sweat, and the sweat would make the blisters raw and worse. And so I just had to quit working hard, and I told them I was going to be lazy for a week.
At least until the blisters go away, yeah.
Yeah, so
Oh,
every time I would get sweaty the rest of, like, Wednesday through today, I'd just be like, yep, I'm going to go to break.
Yeah, I had a friend who would make Conan O'Brien look ethnic. And she went out in the sun one time without wearing sunscreen. She like went to Magic Waters, which is like this giant water park, and she literally got 3rd-degree burns across her chest.
See,
I don't
I'm
like
pretty sure mine became 2nd degree.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever been that burned.
Yeah,
so
third degree
conscious
burns.
about it.
I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm so pasty. Like
Yeah, me too.
I'm probably like that person, and I'd be like applying sunscreen every 5 minutes. They're like, no.
Yep,
No.
she had third
Time to
degree burns
reapply.
right here.
Time to reapply.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
yeah.
had like a
I know
square
how to
of third
like
degree
that.
burn.
Oh
And
yeah.
it was, I mean, oh
believe it.
God, it was so gross.
Oh, I don't
Oh.
doubt it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I felt so bad
yeah.
for her. She was like 15 or 16 at the time.
Oh,
Yeah, she was miserable.
I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Well,
nothing
see-
going away from that. I will say, so, and this isn't so much a bad burn, but I was up in Minnesota over, Memorial Day weekend. My cousins live up in northern Minnesota. So almost to you, Trinda. Like, they're probably a couple hours away.
Yeah. probably.
But one of the girls had gone out on a boat the week before or a couple of days before, and she hadn't put sunscreen on her legs. And so the tops of her legs were completely red. And my cousin kept smacking her legs.
I was just
And she's
thinking
like-
of that in the hand.
She's like, this will remind you to put sunscreen on, and smack her in the legs.
I'm that person.
I'm like, Rossi, that's so mean.
Just
But
like
she
the
kept
coat
doing
to see the fingerprint stays. Like
Yep,
the
yep.
best thing ever.
My grandmother took us to Turks and Caicos one year, and then 2 years later she took us to Jamaica, and then 2 years later she took us to Jamaica again. And that was the entirety of the trips. But when we went to Turks and Caicos, I didn't realize how much different it would be that close, much closer to the equator. So I didn't apply sunscreen like I should have, and I turned purple.
What?
And like I was so brown that it looked like I was bruised. 2 years later, the woman whose entire job it was just to organize my family, because my grandmother hired the agent and brought the agent with us to like organize the family.
Weird.
My grandma's crazy, but she has money and she's crazy with it. So she left me a note that year that was like, it's so nice that you didn't get burned. So the only thing she remembered about me over 2 years was my sunburn. That was what sticks. I was like, well, I really do have a personality, don't I?
Oh, and to top it off, is if the sunburn wasn't bad enough, I spent the night with my boyfriend on Wednesday nights like I usually do, and I was like, he goes, how's your burn? I was like, it's okay as long as you don't touch it. And he goes like this, and he what? I bust into tears. I cussed him for everything he was worth, and I slept on the couch. Like, just to prove my point. I was like, you're not fucking touching me the rest of the night. I'm done. So done. And then I get here and like my computer screws up
Yeah.
tonight. So.
Oh,
Sunburns
And
are
my
not
purple
good.
went away. I'm so sad. I had to make my purple go away. Can't really do interviews over Skype with 3 colors of purple hair.
What?
That's for
Not for the job
after
I'm
you
looking
get
for.
the job.
Yes.
When they can't fire you anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha! I'm in now. You can't do anything about it.
Uh-huh.
Well, because I'm looking for like management jobs and marketing jobs and stuff, and so like
Oh yeah, they're
Probably
super
not.
on top of that stuff.
yeah, probably not
all
the
about
best idea to
perception.
have an interview. Purple hair.
So I don't know where there's a timer on this thing.
I
So if we're going to do anything,
Somebody
can
else.
probably I can set a
Time.
timer. I can
I'm
set the
using my
timer.
phone, so I don't have a timer.
Other people can set timers.
Yeah,
I keep not even knowing where the clock is. I hate it. I hate it so much.
it's because it all hides in junk when you and
It's
like, you gotta
torture.
enable it. It is. It
I
is.
don't
used
like it
that
at
thing
all.
for like 4 years. No, 6 years. Holy shit. It's torture.
Yeah,
can't
Yeah,
there's a
it's
reason I have
not
it.
my thing at all.
I think because I finally had enough. My laptop cost me, my Mac cost me 4 hours of work. So I'm like, all right, I'm done. I'm buying a new laptop. I can't get work done at this point, so it's not worth it. So I got on sale a convertible laptop, so it turns into a tablet and stuff.
Oh,
and I'm like, right
yes.
on. I'm like, this is so much better.
Yeah, my computer, my regular computer is an all-in-one, so it's basically a 20-inch tablet with Windows.
Oh yeah. That's
So-
yeah, that's sort of like what I've got, all in one.
So yeah, so I freaking love it, but like it's getting old and now it's doing this thing and I don't have the patience for that shit.
Weird ass shit. Yeah. No, I don't
Yeah.
blame you. When it,
But I
it
also don't have the
costs
money
you
to fix
time,
it.
it's just not worth it. The time
That's
is
the only
money.
thing I'm gonna miss about leaving my boyfriend is like he built my computer, so anytime I have a problem, I'm like, you built it, you fix it.
Yeah.
That's me. That's me in my relationship.
Oh,
How
nice.
to do this? Yeah, I'll fix the computer.
Your boyfriend isn't moving?
No,
I've told him I'm moving 3 times. He didn't believe me.
Oh.
Oh well. You would think, being a military brat, that wouldn't seem like a thing I wouldn't do.
Right.
Oh well, whatever.
all right. Do we want to do 15 or 20 minutes?
I prefer 15.
That's what we do.
20 feels too long to me.
All right. I will
Because
put.
I'm a baby.
That's fine. It's fine. It's Friday night. It's hot here. I don't care. It's so hot here. You guys probably, it doesn't even phase you guys. I'm probably complaining.
Oh no, I don't do hot.
I don't do hot either.
I do year round AC. Like yeah, no.
I don't even know what the temperature is. It's hot. That's all I know.
I put my car in metric so that I could tell Alina what the temperature was.
That's fantastic.
I was like, now I can tell Alina.
I want to say it's 32.
Yeah,
High humidex, probably. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. I'm sorry.
yeah, it's like 94 or something.
Yeah. It's the sticky part that sucks.
Yeah,
It's the sticky part. It's like, you're all clammy.
I don't like it. I don't like
I
it
don't
one
like
bit.
No, I don't like it. I got fan blown on me. That's good enough.
Do you
All right,
guys
let's-
not usually have AC up there?
We do, except our sucks dick.
Oh,
So
fair enough.
it's like it has to run. It's just old and
And many dicks were sucked that day.
basically, and it's so loud. Like it's so loud for so little return. It's just not.
Yeah.
Give me some ice and I'll just rub it on my face.
That turbine for just like a little spritzer.
Yeah, basically. It's not worth it. All right. Shall we do a sprint then?
Let's do a sprint.
Yes. Let's.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Thank you. Bless you.
Oh, that hurt. I wasn't expecting that one.
Time's up.
Time's up.
Time's up. Oh, my leg's falling asleep.
Everybody who is more productive than me, be proud of yourselves.
That's okay. It's a good thing I was doing this on the phone where I have Verizon as wireless because my Wi-Fi just took a freaking crap. So I can't see comments. So somebody let me know if somebody mentions my name.
Really?
I haven't like pulled everything off my computer yet because it just depresses me.
Right.
So I was going to do some writing prompts, but that also feels kind of depressing right now.
I really want to use the number 409 as a writing prompt so bad.
409? I'm just hanging out with Leatherface.
perfect shot right there. I'm like, yeah, 409. I have to use this somehow.
You know what's
I don't
funny
know
is
how.
that for some reason I had 2 bottles of 409 out right next to each other. So I moved one of them over here thinking I was going to then put it away, and no, I just kept it.
You never know when it'll come in handy, you know?
Yeah, I also have hydrogen
Emergency
peroxide contact lens solution, but I don't take my contacts out because I'm a shitty person.
So you just like squirt it in your eye.
No.
Oh,
No, it's got to go in a special case for 8 hours or 6 hours, or else
6
it
hours.
hurts. It hurts so
It's a
bad.
peroxide solution,
Oh yeah.
It's terrible.
so it
I would
helps.
imagine it probably
break
like,
down
harms
the-
you, right?
It helps with like allergies and stuff, and it breaks down like enzymes and stuff.
Putting
so
the
it makes your
cleaning
contacts
solution in your
cleaner.
eyes?
No,
Oh,
it's
Okay, cleaning your contacts.
yeah. You put it in this special thing, and this down here neutralizes it over 6 hours.
Oh, okay.
But it has to
So-
be a minimum of 6 hours.
Yeah. But
Otherwise, when you stick it back in your eye,
yeah, it's so bad.
it's so ugly. Like you want to rip your own eye out.
I've never had contacts,
oh wow.
and I'm really glad because I
I've
feel
worn
like
them
you
since I
fuck
was
it up.
14.
I have contacts, but I can't wear them to work, so I basically never get to wear them. 'Cause
Yeah.
we're always in overtime. But I've never had contacts that actually have that kind of solution. Mine have all just been like the simple ones.
You can just
Well,
buy
this
the
is-
solution and
yeah.
use it.
This was just something I
It's
started
not something
using
you
it.
have to.
I started using it because my optometrist said my allergies are starting to affect my eyes, and that was like an extra level of cleaning or whatever, and it seems to help. I think my
That's
eyes
my
aren't
goal
quite
is-
so itchy, but
That's my goal when I get up there is to use contacts more.
I fucking hate glasses with
So do
every
I, but I don't really have a
ounce
choice.
of my being.
preach it.
I've gotten so used to wearing them. I've never had contacts because they're so fucking expensive. Holy shit.
My parents told me when I was 14 years old, if I had honor roll grades, that they would buy me contacts. And I kept honor roll grades from that point forward.
Oh yeah, my parents never bribed me with that because they knew that they'd have to fucking own up to it. I didn't do anything stupid enough like that.
My
No,
parents,
Hey,
my
was
parents
having
would threaten to buy me things when I would reach, like, if you get straight A's, we'll buy you a TV VCR, which was a thing at that point, and it was
mhm.
really big news. And I was
A huge
like,
thing.
challenge accepted.
Mhm.
So I got like all this free shit just because I got good grades. And I was going to get good grades anyway because I was just bored otherwise.
Yeah, I think that's what I did wrong. I got good grades from the get-go, so there was never anyone being like, you should get good grades. I'll give you the shit if you get good grades. But they realized that I got them without getting shit, so that didn't work.
I had the worst teacher ever in 4th grade and I tried to drop out of school.
Stop.
Like I actually tried to drop out of school. They had meetings with the principal and stuff in 4th grade. And after that, my parents were like real nervous about me. She was an awful teacher though. She was apparently an okay middle school teacher, but a 4th grade teacher, she was fucking not.
That's unfortunate.
Fourth
My
fourth
parents
grade's the worst.
attempted to bribe me. I am impervious to bribes.
Oh, I'm not impervious to bribes. I love bribery.
I'm well aware.
I love it.
My mom was in fact, I don't know, a couple months ago I went through like all of my mom, when my parents moved, they moved to a smaller house and they gave me this big box of stuff. My mother kept every report card I ever got. Why? I don't know. That's a stupid thing to keep.
Reasons. That's why.
Ugh, I don't know. I think maybe she thought that I was a different kind of person and would cherish them,
Maybe one.
but I'm not. But I did find great entertainment in the fact that every teacher from the time I was in 1st grade until I think the last one I had was 6th grade. And then they started using these weird printouts, but that hand wrote, it would say, Carissa is a joy to have in class, but she doesn't turn in her homework. Everyone, every single teacher. And my father has these. My mom would include my father's hand. My dad is a obsessive note taker, and my mother included his notes with the report cards. And my dad would have these ideas written down on the note cards. Maybe we can try bribing her. Maybe we can try. And my mom says they tried to bribe me. They tried to bribe me with money. They tried to bribe me with like special treats and stuff. And none of it worked because, frankly, I did not care what anyone else thought of my performance. Like, you know what?
See, I
Not
didn't
interested.
care either, but I wanted the things, and it
I
was
have
easy
a
enough,
great
so why
bribe
not get the things?
And
So,
they just weren't that important to me.
hey, it doesn't, bribes aren't for everybody. It's good to have
No.
them.
There are some people who need bribe. I mean, like, that's just the thing. Like, my sister,
Incentive.
yes, my sister doesn't need bribes. Well, she does, but she needs gold stars. Like,
Yeah.
she is an achieving person.
Like positive
So-
reinforcement stuff.
Yes. And she needs that. And she's in her 30s now, but like, we always joke that if they gave her gold stars at work instead of a paycheck, she would be okay with that. Like, if she had a chart and it had gold stars for every time she'd be like, yes, do you see all my gold stars?
If Travis told me I would get the house to myself for 12 hours during the day if I finished a book, I'd do it in a week.
Oh my god, when I was younger, I refused to read. I did not want to read at all. Could not make me read. So help me God over my dead body. And my parents had to bribe me with Beanie Babies to read. So every book I read got me a letter, and every time I spelt the word Beanie Baby, I got a Beanie Baby. So I had to read a shit ton of books if I wanted Beanie Babies. I got over like 100. And guess what? I'm a writer now, which is the stupidest fucking story in the world to tell. My mom laughs every time she has to tell it. She's like, yeah, and guess what? She writes constantly now. So I guess it was worth it.
If you'd only
That
had to
is
spell
fantastic.
beanie instead of the whole word, maybe you wouldn't be a writer.
Maybe.
The
I don't know.
things parents do.
I was
But it
always a
worked.
good school student, so my parents never had to bribe me with that. I like challenges, so my mom was like, when I became a teenager, me and my dad just did not see eye to eye. And so my mom would tell me I would get certain things if I didn't fight with him for a day or a week or whatever the argument was about, because she'd know like I was stubborn and I'd want to just be right. So I'd get like a new part for my car or the latest whatever. It worked until I started racing, and then she's like, yeah, that probably wasn't such a bad idea.
I may have made a mistake.
Yeah, she wasn't too happy about that.
Yeah, well, even moms make mistakes.
Yeah.
No.
They're human. It happens. Should we do another sprint?
I think we should.
It
I
is
feel like we should.
Okay.
Or could we do another 15 one? Everybody ready?
Yes.
I'm ready.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. Racia. We didn't ask how many words everyone got last time. We'll have to do that this time. No. That's time, everybody.
Oh, Tay.
Who's that? Oh, my leg's falling asleep.
I wrote some words. I used a prompt.
That's good, though. What prompt you use?
I was mostly filing my nails, CJ. Thanks for noticing.
You I hear this sound. I kept hearing this sound, and I'm like, what
Yeah.
is that?
I
was
thought it
thinking.
was someone coloring with a marker.
No,
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
I just cut my nails off, so I needed to like make them shiny. Sorry.
Fair enough. I got 459.
The story starts when your protagonist tries speed dating.
That'd be interesting.
So yeah, I started. I didn't like get nothing, but I don't know where the fuck the word count is on Google Docs.
I sucked this time. The first time I got 252. This time I was trying to like research like a very obnoxious, huge looking desk, and I couldn't find anything, so I only got 160.
Word count. I wrote 154 words. Look at me go.
Woohoo!
I think I got
Right.
like 20. Last time I
I'll
got
be
like
right back.
100.
I have to run away for a minute.
You should get me more wine while you're gone.
I'm gonna go get some more lemonade. I'll be 30 seconds as well.
Oh, everybody's going away. Ah, the cat scared the shit out of me.
Surprisingly, mine is like
He's right
off
there.
discovering something. 'cause
He's so pretty. He's my good kitty. The other
Usually
one's
if I-
naughty.
Usually, if I'm on my bed, my kitten is like, "Oh, time to play," but the end of my bed where all the cats usually lay is covered with clothes from my closet because I was going to paint it. Can't find the fucking right color. Like half my closet's white and the top is like ugly old gray cream something.
Yeah.
I was going to paint it. I can't find the freaking paint.
I should pick nail polish when they come back so that, everybody's not all gone at once, but so that I can paint my nails during the next sprint while I'm fucking spacing out on everything.
Hopefully I can get more. Like I said before, I'm totally pantsing this one, so I have no idea like where I'm going. I have no idea.
Oh yeah, Trenda. The other thing is I didn't even think about this when I was talking to you, but about it earlier. But my husband also does a D&D live stream on Fridays that Alina's in.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, Alina and her boyfriend and this guy named Bob.
Bob.
So,
Bob.
Bob.
Bob's pretty cool. Bob's a cool guy.
Yeah. He's
Cool
good
guy, Bob.
people. I don't actually know him, but I've met him on the internet.
That's not bad, though.
Met him as much as I've met any of you, other than CJ.
Isn't Alina a gnome in that one? I think.
No,
Or did that? Maybe that was.
no.
I hope that wasn't a character that. Sorry, Alina, if that was.
No, she her boyfriend calls her a gnome.
I thought that she made a character that was a gnome as a joke. I don't know why I got that in my head.
She's
No, I
probably
think I
talked
remember
about it.
hearing that. Yeah.
Maybe she joked about it before
But
she
no,
actually made a character.
Her character is a male who like wears makeup and stuff. Like
Oh, nice.
I was telling Travis that she's the gayest man I've ever known. No, it cracks me up.
I had in mind if I ever played D&D, I might be like this super weird kind of like tiefling character, maybe.
Yeah.
Talk
My
kind of broken English. I don't know.
my Tuesday night game, I am a Aarakocra.
I don't know what that is.
That's a bird person.
Bird person.
Yeah, but
So when I get annoyed, I just go caw. That's what I do when everybody annoys me during game. And then
trying to do work.
And then I play a drow. But I've also played my Tuesday night game. I used to play a turtle.
A turtle.
I loved playing a turtle. Anytime somebody would ask me for my opinion, I'd say, "Don't look at me. I'm a turtle." And then before that, I played a Aasimar, which is basically an angel.
Oh yeah, I've heard of them.
Yeah. So I was an Aasimar bard. That's my favorite character I've ever played, I think.
That would probably be fun.
Yeah.
An angel character would be
My
kind
makeup is crazy here. What is it doing?
Just got mine.
I just like
much my
turned into a Disney villain.
peanut my
Give me those puppies.
The blue
Whatever.
and the red looks good together, though. I don't know if someone said that in chat. I think somebody said
Yes,
that.
I think so. I got bored because this computer doesn't do anything. I can't play Sims. I can't do anything.
Oh yeah,
So-
I guess not. None of your shit's installed on it.
So I just sat here looking at Gordon Ramsay, being like, "Yeah, I mean, he's Gordon Ramsay. He's great, but like, maybe I
Oh,
should put
man.
a face on."
I have a bad habit of watching Gordon Ramsay when I'm hungry.
Oh, that is bad.
It's just like torture watching him like cook like his YouTube channel, not like Hell's Kitchen or anything. It's like the YouTube channel where he puts his like all of his effort
Yeah.
into it. I'm like, oh my god, why am I doing this to myself?
Yeah, no, I'm watching Kitchen Nightmares, so I'm watching it being like, "What the fuck is wrong with you, you fucking pig?" And I'm like, "I love you so much."
You're my spirit animal.
Yeah, my spirit animal is Ricky Gervais. But there is an internet video that you can find on YouTube that is Ricky Gervais and Gordon
Oh
Ramsay,
my god.
and it is fucking adorable.
Oh, I bet that'd be so funny to watch.
It's really short, but it's adorable. So, but Ricky Gervais has the happiest laugh known to man.
Yeah. Ricky Gervais is pretty funny.
Yeah, he makes me very happy.
Oh man, there is this new show on Netflix, and there's only one season. I'm so bummed out about it. It's called Dark Tourist, and it's so good.
Yeah.
Oh, is it good? I've seen it. I haven't watched it yet.
Wholeheartedly recommend it. I don't want to spoil anything, but he goes to some weird places, and if you're into that kind of stuff, like weird and dark and kind of odd sometimes,
Yeah.
totally for you. Yeah.
Yeah,
If you
I
go
just
down rabbit
started.
holes on the internet. It's probably for you.
I just started Castle Rock, and I'm gonna need like a program.
Like a get help program.
Yeah, it's really good. Like I watched it yesterday when I was home with my migraine, and it's really dark, so it worked out well. But like I've already considered rewatching it. And there's 4
Oh,
episodes
really?
right now.
I don't like the whole short season thing.
It's not
I
short
like it.
season. It's just every Wednesday, and so it's only on
Oh,
episode
okay.
4.
So
But-
at least there's more coming out though.
Yeah, but like I'm really into weird shit. Like Twin Peaks is my fucking jam.
I've
Like-
heard lots about Twin Peaks.
Oh.
I haven't watched it yet though.
Yeah, you ever watch it and you want to talk to somebody about it? I can talk about Twin Peaks forever. It is an addiction. I'm like, oh,
I
I
hate
can't.
when like there's a new show that comes on and you get so attached to it and hooked to it, and then like it only lasts 1, maybe 2 seasons, and then they cancel it for no reason, or obviously there's a reason, but you're like, oh no! So you watch the season over and over because you want.
I rarely watch things while they're airing, partly for that reason. Like,
Yeah.
I'm considering watching Lost now. That's where I'm at. But my favorite show's from 1992.
Well, no, because my daughter, they put Terra Nova on Netflix, and I didn't tell my daughter that there was only one season, and then they canceled it, and so she was watching it, and she's like, "Oh, I can't wait for season 2," and I was like, "About that," because she loves dinosaurs. It's like, oh man.
Oh, Penny Dreadful. I only watched season 1, I think, but it's pretty good.
I have been told by many people who know me that I would really enjoy that. I just haven't actually gotten around to it. Part
Yeah,
of the
you
thing is
probably
that I watch stuff while I'm writing, so I usually watch stuff I'm familiar with already.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I do that a lot, which is why I can't watch anime, and it really bums me out because you can't do dub. What's wrong with you?
I don't enjoy anime at all, so I feel bad. But like when Alina puts out an anime video, I'm like, I have no fucking idea what I'm watching.
Are you watching like dubbed or like subbed?
I've watched both. I don't.
Well,
like-
you also got to find something that you like.
I don't like
Anime? Kind of like that.
I don't like animation.
Well, yeah. I mean, you got to be into the art style in itself.
Yeah, I have a hard time focusing on animated things, and I genuinely believe that my brain might have a hard time focusing on the frame rate.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, especially considering you get migraines a lot, there's probably something going on.
Yeah, I
I
don't.
never thought
Yeah,
about that. Yeah.
but like it runs at a different frame rate than film.
I mean,
Or-
and they're really flashy a lot of the time too. I feel like that might.
Yeah, so I don't know what it is, but like I'll start watching it, and then I'm just like, and then all of a sudden, like I've read a book or something else, and this thing has just happened past me, which I guess would work fine for writing, but it all like I could say I watched Full Metal Alchemist, but I know nothing about it, like.
I think you've also got to watch stuff that you are actually interested in. Like my boyfriend's watched Full Metal Alchemist, but I'm more of I don't know, I like vampires and shit. I'm super picky about my animes, and that's just me. But not everybody.
Yeah.
So, I
Yeah,
mean,
I don't
like
you gotta
Vampire
find
Night.
In general.
Like
Vampire
I love
Night.
Vampire Night. Yeah.
I used to like it when I was younger, and then I went back and watched it when I matured, and I'm like, oh. I shouldn't have gone back and watched this. I should have held on to my nostalgia.
I guess
But
that's the weirdness of me because
I just had to join my own motherfucking chat.
I had that happen earlier. It was weird. It's like booted me out.
What in the hell's bells is going on around here? Funny story. I have a friend whose family member is in an actually famous band, and he went to like New Year's at Universal or Disney or some shit, and during it, the lead singer from AC/DC was in a bar that he was at, and dude literally said "Hell's bells."
I like that.
So there you go.
Hell's bells. I guess if you're gonna sing about it over and over again, you should be comfortable saying that.
But I was
I would
like,
think so.
I was like, he fucking should say it. I'm glad
Yeah.
he says it.
Yeah.
Makes me feel better about my life. I also had a friend throw up on a famous person. Blueberry schnapps.
Ew.
Yeah. Those are my stories. I just freeze up. I met Weird Al repeatedly because he's my favorite person that ever walked the planet ever. Like, if Travis was on fire and Weird Al was on fire, I would put out Weird Al first. And so I've met him several times, and that's all the famous people stories I have, and it's just that
That's
I'm
an
very excited.
interesting way of thinking of it. If this person was on fire or this person was on fire, why would either of those people be on fire?
Nazis. I live in the United States.
Oh,
Nazis are a
yeah.
real fucking thing these days.
Yep, that's a sad thing to have to say, but yeah, you're not wrong.
You always have to be prepared for the Nazis. It's a real thing.
Never go full Nazi. America, you're doing it wrong. You never go full Nazi.
No,
Not even
No.
go partial Nazi. Just don't do it.
it belongs in
You're
a
doing it wrong,
museum.
America. Yeah, put it somewhere over there. Be nice to people. Don't be douches, humanity. Come
Yeah.
on now. Why is this a
Well-
lesson we can't learn?
See, and the best part is
Big
that I
deal.
live in Illinois, and the Blues Brothers talks about Illinois Nazis, and that's the best thing ever. So I especially hate Illinois Nazis.
Oh, I was looking at Illinois on the map today for some reason.
Yeah,
It's kind of by Indianapolis. So I was looking at Indianapolis. Oh yeah, there's Illinois.
because of Gen Con?
I don't know why I was looking at
Oh.
Indianapolis.
That's where Gen Con is.
Is it? I didn't even
Yeah.
realize it was there. When you're in Canada, conventions where they are doesn't really.
Yeah.
It's never near you. So. It's like, oh, this conference happened somewhere in the ether of the world,
I guess it used to be in Milwaukee.
in the middle of
long, long
nowhere.
So,
And then they moved it somewhere where it was not in the middle of nowhere. Is that what happened? I don't
Milwaukee's
remember
Wisconsin,
ever
yeah.
hearing about Gen Con until like the last few years.
it got really popular all of a sudden because D&D, like D&D keeps having its best year ever. It's having like this huge
Yeah,
resurgence.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think some of it is that when people feel down, they want to escape.
Yes.
And this is a one-time purchase, and then you can escape an infinite number of times.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's not like a video game. A video game you can escape once, and then after that, it's kind of a repeat or whatever, and it might get old or whatever. But this, you pay $40, you get a book, and you pay $10 and get some dice, and now you just have infinite stories, just
Plus,
limited
it's
by
a
what you can think of.
social. I mean,
Right.
for all of the jokes that are made about the antisocialness of nerds or the lack of social abilities, in many ways, D&D is like the epitome of social interactions. Not only are you interacting out of character, but you're interacting in a completely different character within the game. So you've got like dual levels of social interaction going on.
Yeah.
So yeah, D&D nerds are like social masters.
Yes. Ah, I love. So.
Yeah, I could talk about gaming all day long, like for real. That's like a whole thing. I was actually considering having some gaming people on here, partly because my husband writes gaming books, but I also have some friends who write gaming books as well and some acquaintances. So I was thinking about having some gaming writers on too, to kind of talk about some of the differences, some of the trouble they have, some of the things they have to deal with, because there's the whole system aspect. And like I've written for gaming books, I've written for several of Travis's books, but I couldn't write a system to save my life. Like that's just no. So, but he uses a lot of the open gaming license stuff. And he's on the DMs Guild over on Drive Through RPG. So he writes a lot of actual like Dungeons and Dragons adventures and things like that.
Guys, Critical Role's on.
Critical Role is on.
I just got an email notification. It's like Critical Role's live now. I'm like, oh my god, oh my god.
All right, well, let's wrap early then, so that Trinda can go get to Critical Role, and y'all can go watch Critical Role too. If you know nothing about D&D, you should go watch Critical Role.
Yes.
And I just poked onto their stream. It looks like they're dressed up, so it's gonna be intense tonight, probably.
Oh, it's gonna be way fun, yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. Yeah, Critical Role. I think for like a gateway drug to D&D, top notch.
Yeah, for
Critical
sure.
Role. I would also recommend High Rollers. They're British people. If you're fond of the British.
I like the British.
Yep, the
Isn't
British.
fun to I mean, except for everybody they've ever conquered. But
Yeah. Yeah, maybe don't. Ask.
All right, does anybody have anything they need to promo before we go? Otherwise, I'll wrap fast.
No,
Mm.
my life is in shambles.
All right, everybody has links down below. Go subscribe if you're not an asshole. Like my video if you
watch my
are an
video.
asshole. And leave me a comment and tell me whether or not I'm an asshole. So I'll talk to y'all later.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.